Might be here seeking Menphilia. Hi, welcome to the Waking Sands, and even for those who've chosen or been chosen to walk the glorious path of the 12.
You must be the one Antecedent spoke of. Lady Menphilia want to hear more of your recent awakenings as the Azeroth Ossuary. She awaits you in the hall of the first step.
I'm delighted to see you once again. As you may have heard, I have many questions. But I seem to have forgotten my courtesies. I have not been properly introduced. My name is Menphilia, acting antecedent of the Path of the 12. The bemused expression tells me you have not heard of us, which is to be expected. R is an underground organization dedicated to the documentation and research of divine interventions, or miracles, if you wish. We have walkers in each of Eorzea's city-states who investigate and report such phenomenon. Lady Tataru is one of many who serve as our eyes and ears. I shall not bother to elaborate on precisely what I mean by divine intervention, for I believe you have already experienced the phenomenon yourself. You have a rare and special gift, Opus, and it is that gift that has led you here to us.
You found another who believed he saw Neil Francis' last moment in the Underoff?
After years of naught but rumors, the past several moons have seen the hills of reports on my desk grow into a veritable mountain. Why the sudden influx, and why now of all times? Which of the 12 is waking men anew? Which, if any at all?
Who are you? What are you doing here? This meeting is private.
It seems you have a keen eye, my friend. Seems you have passed our test. Yes, you're wondering what you just witnessed. A conversation between myself and Tataru is even possible, considering the fact that one of the involved person is not even present in the hall. Well, that, Opus, is your gift. I shall go one step further by suggesting that this is not the first time you have had such an experience. Come now, it is not, is it? Oh, you need not withhold your secrets from me. Here, you're among friends. I give you my solemn word that no harm shall befall you. However, it might still prove prudent to refrain from informing those not on the path of your awakening. Very few will understand this gift, but many will seek to judge you for possessing it. And what you possess is a rare talent which we have come to refer as to the Echo. We believe it is in some way connected to the strange phenomenon which has been occurring in the location all about Eorzea. Were you not witness to the skies turning dark and showering a land with a storm of stars? Some of my brothers believe those who partook in this celestial event were touched by the 12, and that is how they came by their gift. The path is not only a place for study, but a refuge for those who have been touched in some way. We aim to uncover the meaning behind these unexplained events while offering protection and guidance to those who hear the echo. That is not all. My fellow walkers and I share the firm belief that this power was given to us for a purpose. Why entrust man with a gift so extraordinary after all, if not to have music? And so we offer those who have been touched a means to use their power to better the world, to bring peace to Eorzea. So what say you, Opus? Now that you've heard who we are and what we are trying to accomplish, will you consider joining us? I beg your pardon. It was not my intention to force you into making a decision without allowing you time to consider my words. You're free to explore the building and speak with the others gathered here. When you feel ready to answer my question, visit me again here in the hall of the first step. Very good. I pray together we can learn more of this gift. For though we have scouted around for nigh on 10 years, I fear there is still little we understand. Scores of men and women have passed through our doors looking for finding answers, and scores have embarked on quests to do just that, but their efforts have gained us little, and many have not returned. For those few who have, not one is willing to speak of what you saw at the end of the path. It is as if they were all born witness to a truth too terrible or too shameful to be told. There are those here who would have me use the echo to delve into the past of the return, yet it would be wrong of me to use my gifts to tear that truth from them against their will. Were I to condone such an act of violation, we would be no better than the monsters people think of us already. But enough talk of the knowledge we lack, but let me tell you about what we do know. The echo allows you to breach the walls of a person's soul and hear the resonations of their past. You'll be there in their memory, seeing things as they saw them. You may even interact with that which lies therein. However, the past is like a stone tablet. You cannot uncarve what is already written. As an unexpected side effect of the gift, it seems the ability to reach into one soul of another also will allow some of us to understand the words without having to comprehend the sounds they utter. In short, the echo has granted these fortunate souls mastery of every language existing on Hydaelyn. Unfortunately, that is some of our understanding of this gift from the gods. While we are not even sure the gift is from the 12, it is certainly true that many of those who hear the echo also claim to have witnessed star showers, but who's to say even the star showers are sent by them? It is a sad admission, but this very lack of knowledge accounts for such a persecution faced by our walkers. The less that is known about something, the more it is destructive by the masses. If we were to learn more about the echo, perhaps we could educate people and help them to realize what we mean to them. Mean them no harm. Until we have learned that which we must teach of them, we can expect only hatred.
Pardon my intrusion, Lady Minfield, but has the Adventurers made a decision?
Yes, he has, Totoro.
And please come this way so I can add your name to our records. I came as fast as I could. You said you found me a path companion? Allow me to introduce you Opus Opus, an adventurer, a lately woken walker with the path, and your new companion. It's an honor to meet you, sir.
Are you waiting for someone? Comely maiden, perhaps? Oh ho ho, then may I suggest our finest table? Which one is our finest, you ask? Why, all of them are.
Amazing, so you too witnessed a star shower. It was from that you began to have these visions of the past. Ever since my, what do they call it, awakening? Ever since my awakening, I've spent many a moon wondering what those gifts is and why it was granted to me. But then I met Mephila and learned the path. It all became clear. I was given this gift that might help those who have not, and now the time has come, sir. If I set out to do what I was meant to do, what we were meant to do. From what I discerned during my time at the Waking Sands, now we have been matched. It will not be long before Lady Mephila bid us carry out some task for the path. I'll be honored if you join me. Excellent. I realize that as an adventurer you have other duties to which you must attend, so I shall keep my distance until the path calls upon us. However, if you ever need to contact me, you can use link pearl given to you by Lady Totoro. Now that it's time I'll be off, but I shall speak with you soon, Lobus. Must listen, listen, terrible tidings, terrible tidings.
I apologize, friends, I don't understand your words. Brothers, sisters, is there anyone who can speak the language of the selves?
Lobus, would you be so kind to use your gift and interpret for us what the sylphs are saying? This one seeks help from the woken ones. This one's home, this one's pollings, all in danger, danger. Meadow ones approach from the grove.
Meadow ones, but that would mean, are you quite certain, Lobus? Gods, the Empire is attacking their home. Very well, I shall not stand idly by while the Guardians ravage the realm. A rescue party shall be dispatched immediately. Might I ask you, in your path companions journey ahead to the moon, Spore Grove, and access this situation with the following party, you not engage the enemy, only observe from afar and gather information about any selves who may have evaded capture.
Many thanks, many thanks. These ones must return to the grove. Follow, welcome ones. Follow. Come and help these ones. Come quickly.
Yeah, my thanks, Focus. Remember, you are not to attempt this mission alone. The matter is too important to admit such a task. You must promise me you'll contact your path companions before you quit Uda.
Opus, it is good to see you again. I hope it did not keep you waiting. Have you already returned to the Aetheryte? We may need to return quickly if things go awry. I need to speak to a retired veteran of the Gods River and learn the general location of Moonspore Grove. We are to travel east to the Nine Ivies, and then north and east, and then the very edge of the forest there. If we do not lose our bearings in the maze of briars along the way, we should find the entrance to the Sylph's Haven. These ones are betrayed. Betrayed. The forest is angered. But these ones are undone. Undone.
According to my map, we are still moments away from Moonspore Grove. Why are you so far from your homes?
Vulcan ones are too late. Legs too slow. The middle ones found the grove. These ones escaped. Other ones did not.
Escape? But it is said your tribe can summon power unmatched by even the Mackinac Wormhole. Why did you not stay and fight?
The middle ones use trickery. These ones led them straight to their homes. These ones tribe a little time to hide Pawlings. If Empire finds little ones have no hope. None. Please rescue the little ones. Save the Pawlings. These ones will use their conjury. These ones will draw the soldiers away. Local ones must move unseen. Save the Pawlings. Return them to these ones.
Are you mad? There are two of us and a whole army of them. What would happen if we were discovered? No spells will protect us from the magic attack cannons of those juggernauts. Our vessels will be captured and left to rot in the internment camp, or in the worst.
These ones will aid the Vulcan ones. These ones have many magics, powerful conjury. These ones will blind the metal ones, make the metal ones strike at air. Slow the metal ones, make the metal ones' legs go slow. Stun the metal ones, make the metal ones' minds go wrong.
I have no love for the Empire, nor do I wish any harm to come to these Pawlings, but the odds of us even making it in there alive are infinitesimal. What are your thoughts on this, Focus? Yes. You're right. We need not fear these metal men. Let us show Lady and Familia that together there is nothing we cannot achieve.
Many thanks, many thanks. This one shall mark your map. Now make haste. Vulcan one must find the Pawlings, and bring the Pawlings back to these ones. These ones will weave magics, but these ones know not how long the metal ones will come. Vulcan ones must remain hidden always while yet. If metal ones see Vulcan ones must run. Run! Now go!
We're close then.
Friend of foe. Friend, come to save Pawlings? Come to save selves? The metal ones approach. Must take Pawlings quickly. Those magic tricks the metal one's eyes, but not for long. Not for long. Quick, quick! Rescue one must take the Pawlings. Take the Pawlings to the one called Flaxio. The metal ones must not see. Rescuing one must beware. Beware! So kind the tribe will live on. These ones saved many pollings from the grove.
Many, but not all. What will you do now? Will you flee the forest? Living this close to the Empire Pose, you only invite another attack. Why not move your tribe east or south, or perhaps north, across the blood-brine sea?
These ones made of wood. Without the wood, these ones are nothing. These ones thought of fighting. These ones thought of many things, but the price is too great. These ones will not summon the primal. The primal will reap more pain than good. That one is best left undisturbed.
The Sylph's primal. If they were to summon their god, it will likely provoke the Empire into a full-blown invasion of Meteor Sever. If that happened, forget Moonspore Grove, none of the city-states would survive.
Little ones are the lesser evil. It is the primals who darken hearts, primal who poison minds. See the feathered ones, see the scaled ones. All are changed.
The Ixal and the Malja changed.
Woken ones have eyes but cannot see. Woken ones refuse to see. Woken ones are blind.
Blind? How dare you?
No.
I mustn't allow my emotions to get the better of me. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. As long as you continue to fight the Empire, I shall stand by your side, weapon in hand.
Metal ones are not the only threat. No, not the greatest threat.
Is the spirit of the scouting party sent ahead by the antecedent? Well, it looks like they did a little more than scouting, I would say. It matters not. You tell us what you find, then leave this place. Your presence here is no longer required. You'll tell us what you found, then leave this place, right? Or something? Did he say no longer required? Perhaps it is best we leave, Opus. You may stay here if you like, but I must return to Udon and think over what was said today. Do not forget to return to the Waking Sands and speak of Lady Maria. She'll doubtless will want your opinion in the day's events.
Welcome back to your long journey, Opus. Your path companion made an appearance earlier, albeit briefly. After listening to your respective accounts of the attack, I feel congratulations are in order. You have performed far beyond their expectations. I hope the path will be able to call upon your invaluable assistance for a long time to come.
Oops, I'm glad to see you made it back unharmed. I'm aware that you've already made a full report to Totoro, so I will not trouble you to repeat it. Well, it is not much that this small stipend serves as a token of my appreciation. All our appreciation. May it be a first of many. Phobos, you must forgive me for having you come all the way to the Waking Sands, but given the gravity of the matter, I believe it prudent to speak of you in person rather than over the ether. I assume you're familiar with the crystals, the elementally charged cluster of concentrated ether which craftsmen employ in synthesis, and you would always have gleaned on your travels that crystals can be difficult to procure, especially in the vicinity of the city-states where demand is greatest. This shortage is what forces most guilds to purchase the bulk of their crystals from beast tribes who seem for whatever reason to possess them in abundance. That is where a certain trading organization known as the Ash Crown Consortium comes in. The consortium works as an intermediary between the tribe and guild, supplier and buyer. Of late, however, their agents report that more and more beast tribes begun to refuse all trade. Now, if this trend were to continue, it would not be long before the market price of crystals starts to rise, forcing crafters to offset material costs by increasing the prices of their products or risk going out of business altogether. Lest you wonder why such monetary matters need concern you, I should explain that the Ashcrown Consortium shares a similar goal that is cherished by all those who walk the path of the 12, namely peace in their Orzea. And after the bravery and dedication you showed to aiding the Sylphs in Moonspore Grove, I thought that you might be interested in assisting our fellow organizations in the time of their need. I've already sent a missive informing them of your imminent arrival. Totoro will provide you with directions to their headquarters. Much you be Vopus for the Path of 12. I am Haydn of the Ashcrown Consortium. I thank you for accepting this mission. I hope your journey from the desert city was not too taxing. The interlocutors have been expecting you. This way, please. Vopus, I was beginning to worry about something that happened to you. Well met, Phobos. Your commander has told me much about you. I am Shanga Mashanga, one of the Consortium's 2 chief interlocutors. My associate there is...
This one is Troxia of the Grove.
I'm embarrassed to admit I never had the patience to take up a discipline of the hand, so I know little about crystals beyond the fact that many guilds are willing to pay good coin to these willing to sell them. It seems the Ashcan Consortium has nearly all the crystals traded in Orza, even though one of their interlocutors is a well... You look surprised, my child. Did you not expect the Self to be one of our leaders? Well, you need not apologize, for you are not the first, nor will you be the last. Although many know of the Ashcan Consortium, very few realize that it was the Selves who founded the business many years ago. Now the network they also painstakingly built encompasses all of the city-state in Eorzea. If it were not for the Selves' pioneering efforts, the free people of Eorzea may never have succeeded in establishing a trade relationship over the other beast tribes.
If one knows what a beastman wants, negotiation is simple.
Was simple. Many things have changed of late. Perhaps you have heard of the Primals, or as the Empire has branded them, Icons. Of course, who hasn't heard of these gods that beast tribes have been trying to summon? It was discovered that the primal ones required crystals to maintain a foothold in the corporeal realm. This made the tribal ones less willing to part with the items, less willing to trade. And to make the matter worse, there have been a marked change in their behavior. The tribes have grown more aggressive and violent. Many of our representatives, including Selves, have been injured during negotiations with our contacts. That is why we're petitioning Lady Menphela for assistance. Me for us to forcibly persuade your contacts to cooperate? Well, my companions and I have already taken the Empire. Taken on the Empire. Oh, sorry, taken the Empire. What challenge could a few beastmen pose?
No, oh no, violence is not the answer. That is why these ones requested ones with the gift. Ones with the gift can understand. We cannot allow the Consortium's relationship with the tribes to grow any more volatile than it already is. That would only serve to hinder our ultimate goal of peace between the tribes and the cities. You have my apologies. I really assume you wish to help if you wrest the crystals away from the beast tribes by force. I can see that would not prove the most sensible solution given that our shared objective is peace. What would you have us do? Negotiate, parley, as only the Woken ones can.
There is a place in Eastern Dandaland where the Amalja coverage to excavate crystals. A small party from the Consortium has already left for the location. We will ask you to join with them.
Alalafel and 2 Selves. 2 Selves from Alalafel. Woken ones must find them and help them.
Understood, Phobos. Make a preparation and meet me at the Camp Drybone. We will begin our search for the Ashtrion party from there.
You hear something? Come, let us see what it is. The walking ones must halt their walkings. These ones cannot allow passage into the caves.
You must leave this place, traveler. A great danger lies ahead. Bloody battle had broken out between the Exile and the Amalja. 2 Selves and Alalafel, you wouldn't happen to the party sent by the Ashcan Consortium, would you? Oh, well, yes, yeah, we are. What would make you the party sent to the Aidas? Yeah, right, just in time. Was already 3 of us going to be sufficient to convince the tribes to lay down their blades. Alright, my Sylvan friends, now! What is this madness it is? Ashgrove devils. In the name of the 12 and all that is good, you must cease this folly at once. The Exile and Maja are not enemies. Your enemy lies in the northeast, the Empire. They are the true threat of Eorzea. We will come and quarreling amongst yourselves. Crystal needs to destroy Empire. Take them from us, you do. Squawk! What have you done to forestall the Empire? Alamigo burns while you cower behind arbor balls. Perhaps you are our true enemies.
The warriors at the van are the least of our worries. You see the shamans hanging back in the shadows. They have begun their summoning rituals. If both Ifra and Garuda are back and forth from the ether, none will escape this place alive. We must do all that we can to distract them. We must do it quickly. Once the shamans enter their trance, it will be difficult to disrupt their concentration. If it is in battle that you excel, join the fighting at the van and try to weaken both sides into submission. Take care not to hand victory to either one, yet if you arbor violence as I do, speak to the shamans and convince them to play the tiles. If you best them at parley, they may lay down their staves.
Your bout these wounds and slay you without them, squawk.
Silence. It's a pity you seek, for you will find none here.
Enough of your bickering. Both sides are bloody as butchers. Well, with neither any close to accomplish that which you was set out to achieve, you were unable to stop a mere handful of us for interview of your petty squabble. What would have happened if I had not been the Empire we came calling?
Fools, your intentions turn spare and convince us never, squawk.
The world has forsaken us. We shall not submit to you or any other. Alone we stand. Alone we fight.
The alone skilled ones will be dying. Must work together. Together these ones can defeat the Empire. Divided these ones shall fall. Hear me. By allowing the consortium to oversee the flow of crystals in the realm, we can ensure their equal distribution to all. Not no single tribe will possess any more than the other. You have worked with us before, you know what I say is truth.
Absurd. Enough of your trickery, Gridanian fools. Do you truly believe these sparrows can summon aught but a feeble fowl?
Blasphemy, squawk.
Destroy the Empire, Garuda shall her keep her strong. The crystals will.
Nay, as hardened steel is born from fire, so too is the strength of the Almighty Ifra. In this realm's crystal should be offered, in his name alone. Bow, lily birds, and perhaps you'll be spared his flames.
I like not the look of this. That's for fed sells your magics. That's 12. What is that?
An Asian.
Stay back, far back. Those ones are of much evil. Those ones have much power. Has it gone? Mission is a failure. I did not wish to come to this, but it seems we have to travel to this beast tribe stronghold where the convince them to consume the crystal trade. Crystals are important, but peace is more important. The fighting must come to an end. The primal ones have corrupted the feather ones, and the scaled ones poisoned their hearts, clouded their minds. Corrupted? Just how powerful are those icons? Yeah, best not speak that name around the beast tribes, lest you incur the riot. Icon is a derogatory term used by the godlings to reflect their belief that the primals are not true gods, but merely beasts, which the ignorant tribes mistakenly worship. There has been much talk of the tribes being able to summon forth these gods, Primal, or, well, you will from beyond the depths of the ether, but has anyone actually seen the creatures? Woken ones are blind, woken ones still sleep. The primal ones live not beyond the ether, but amongst the ether. The primal ones are here. The primal ones rule. Whether they are gods or not is a debate for another time. What we do know for certain is that the tribes have stopped selling their crystals to us because they believe the primals need them. As you have seen, the whole situation created a great deal of unwanted tension. Now, if the Empire will only leave Silver Tier Falls, then perhaps there will be sufficient crystals for all parties. Ugh. But when was the last time Carlin ever did anything to benefit or Orzia? Enough of this idle chatter. The assassins may still be nearby. We should return to Britannia at once. Look, over there.
Might these be remnants of your illusions? Ah, the day is not completely lost after all. The Exile and Majak must have let this sack of crystals and flee from the Ascian. You both have my thanks, so we were unable to convince the tribe none of this came to any harm, and in itself that's a victory. I look forward to seeing you again in the Consortium. Good day. It seems our work here is done, Phobos. Now we had best return to Gridani before someone comes back and search for that bag. Welcome back, Phobos. Nanobe was kind enough to provide a full account of all your dealings with the beast tribes. Dealings? We had to deal with the Exile knowledge on the Ascians. To call it anything less than an adventure would be a gross understatement. Or instead, we could have been all knocking on the 7th gate. All this for a bag of crystal. Why was somebody so insignificant and cause so much suffering? Insignificant? No, far from it, my friend. While not as rare, you will be hard-pressed to find anyone who would not attest to the fact crystals are often deemed more precious than even mithril. It is their power to create that makes them so valuable. There is no place in Mordorna called Silvertear's Falls where crystals lie stroll about the land. However, the corrupted wastes are crawling regardless, not to mention breeding that natural strong beast driven by the land's taint. In other words, it is far too dangerous for any of us to brave. But it boots not to speak of these things. Quite beyond our grasp. You seek something far closer at hand, do you not? Namely your reward. It is all there. You've earned it. Indeed, so. Might also ask you to accept this as a token of our appreciation, with hopes that you may again aid us in the future. Listen in, if you will, though more often than not, you will hear nothing but the idle sales chatter. Farewell, Phobos, may our paths cross again. Phobos, what a pleasant surprise. How might I be of service this fine morrow? You say you were summoned here by yourself? That is odd. I am unaware of any... Phobos, over here!
These ones must convince the exile. Convince them soon or all is lost. These ones have been missed after midst of many offers sent but no replies received. Maybe these ones do not have what the feather ones seek.
I believe they're trying to tell us is that they have expressed interest in playing the tiles with the exiles and negotiate for crystals. The exiles have denied their request because the self has yet to offer an item to grab once.
These ones have an idea. One final idea to convince the feather ones to play the tiles. Wogan ones will find us aspected crystals. 10 other aspect crystals from Waste of Mordorna. Many thanks, Wogan ones. Many thanks.
Many thanks, but we have not yet to agree to anything. What are your thoughts, Phobos? You seem more than usually reticent. Oh, then it is settled. We'll leave for Mordorna once you have made up your preparations. Actually, what were the split up and search separately? Would each only need to obtain 5 of the crystals, and we'll come back here in half the time. Yes, let's do that.
Wogan ones are kind beyond words. This one will help. This one will travel with.
No. That would not be necessary. My companions I can drop with Aster alone. You do want the crystal as soon as possible, I assume.
This one is confused. Why will Wogan one refuse an offer of assistance? Yes, these will suffice. The Wogan ones have once again come to the aid of the Consortium. This one offers the most sincerest of thanks.
Now, somebody tell me why I had to write the missive? I was under the impression these souls were intelligent.
Why ask Wogan ones? These ones ask Wogan ones because these ones are intelligent. Very, very intelligent. Intelligent enough to make Wogan ones do all the difficult tasks.
I suppose I should have seen that coming. You have your missive and your crystals. Is it safe to assume that our work here is complete?
Yes, the Wogan one task is complete. A reward has been readied. It awaits in the chest of the Waking Sands.
Thank you, but would you answer us one last question before you go? Oh, the paragons which you wrote of, I wrote in your missive. Do they serve the exile?
Paragons? The paragons are not of the feather ones, nor are they of the scaled ones, or even these ones. It was the paragons who taught all tribal ones the means of summoning the primals from the ether. Legend says paragons arrive in times of strife to lead those ones in the darkness to the light of the primal ones. These ones have heard rumors that the paragons have already called upon the groves of the feather ones and scaled ones. But you're asking the exile to tell you when they arrive again? Why do you seek these beings? If they possess the ability to summon the primals, they could use that power to harm you just as easily as help you. The tribal ones will listen to the paragons. If these ones can speak of the paragons, perhaps a pact can be forged. Perhaps the paragon will help us convince the tribal ones of their folly.
Of course. Thank you one and all for coming. I have summoned you here today because I wish to speak of the link pearls being distributed by the Empire. I understand the message they imparted has a disquieting effect on those who wear it, especially those of us who walk the path of 12. I hope that what I have to say can help ease the hearts of some, if not all of you. As you know, and as some of you will personally recall, it was now 5 and 10 summers ago that the Guardian Empire launched an offensive on the northern city-state of Alamigo. You have heard stories of how the men and women of their armies did their best to repel the enemy, only to find their iron blades and modest magics no match against the Empire's Machina. You have gleaned from such tales just how swiftly the entire region fell under Garland control. In those dark days, fear swept across the realm. Many believing that the Empire would surely continue its march south, but such fears proved unfounded. Against all expectations, the armies withdrew as fast as they advanced, and with the exception of the tragedy of the Silver Tier Falls, there has been nary a sound from Garlemald, until now, that is. Imperial airship and juggernauts have begun dropping link pearls in all of the major city-states on Eldernard and Vildbrand. These link pearls state that the beast tribes of Eorzea are secretly plotting to call forth unholy icons and lay waste to the realm. The message goes on to say that if the city-states were to accept imperial rule, they would be granted protection of the Empire on the condition that the citizens would take up arms against the beast tribes.
The Empire wants us not only to surrender without a struggle, but to fight a war on its behalf as well, all in exchange for what it calls protection? And the Empire expresses to believe all this after what happened to Alamigo? I can see that your words resonate in the hearts of many of this hall, yet it is still too early to ascertain if the Empire's claims are false. As you suspect that will not have us act on supposition, we must be certain before we take action, lest lives be needlessly lost. However, there is another particular matter that deeply disturbs me and makes me fear for the lives of my fellow walkers on the path. It pertains to those of you who have been granted the gift of Echo and can read in heart of the Malja and the Ixal. You see, in the eyes of the Empire, to be able to communicate with the Beast Rider makes you one of them.
One of them? This is madness.
Me? I didn't ask for this gift.
Please, I ask you to stay your anger and remain calm. I can understand your fear, but the path is here to guide you and protect you. For us to lose our direction is exactly what the Empire wants. We must remain united. If we can succeed in this, it will not matter if we were branded heathen by the Empire. We should persevere until our mission is complete. Truth is unveiled, and peace prevails. It is critical we remain focused. The Empire cannot break us or refuse to be broken. Take care, everyone, and may 12th guide us all.
Hey, Mephila, I can see you love the Empire no more than I. Though you talk us standing together as one, you make no mention of how it is you actually mean to achieve the goals towards which you would have us strive. Yes, you speak much of spreading peace across the realm, and yes, you do make efforts to help those, such as the consortiums or the sylphs, in need. Yet, you do not seem to realize that those efforts are too little, too late. The Empire is here. They are filling the streets with propaganda and moving the masses against us. We don't stop them. And how are we supposed to stop them? Look around you. This is not an army. It is a handful of men and women who have dedicated their lives to making the realm a better place, one small step at a time. What sword have we but our words? What shields have we but our wills? We're doing all we can. But is that enough? There must be something more. You said it yourself. Alone we are weak, but together we are strong. Yes, I did say that, and I had hope it would be enough to soothe your fears. However, I now see that you need more than a mere assurances from me to convince you. Very well. I should tell you of our next step on the path. If the Empire can see no difference by ourselves in Exile and Malja, should we not stand together with our newfound brethren? Each one of us is one of them, after all, and we are to be damned by association. Should we not embrace those with whom we share damnation? Collaborate with the Beast Tribes? I'm well aware of the danger in which this decision puts my brothers and sisters on the path. With the exception of perhaps the Sylphs, there are many generations of bad blood between the tribes and the 5 races, but as you said, the Empire is a threat to all of us, Eorzea, and the Beast Tribes included. The most powerful of the city-states fell to the Empire because they're still alone. Perhaps the strength of our tribes is still our only option. You have my apologies, Lady Raphael. It was wrong to doubt you. I would have you know that my blade is yours. Do not hesitate to notify me. Is there anything I can do? Anything we can do? I shall. Thank you.
Ah, it seems that we were not the only ones interested in meeting the Amalja.
The most tiresome of journeys this one was forced to suffer. This one comes bearing a missive written in its own hand.
My own hand, you mean? I've already spoken to the cells regarding the details, but our plan is as such. We'll tell the Amalja that we have come to deliver this missive addressed to the Paragon on behalf of the cells. This should be enough to provide us a free passage through the stronghold. Once inside, we then only need to find one of their elders.
How most unfortuitous, the Welcome One has been captured.
You must listen to me. We mean you no harm, we only wish to speak of your elders. I see this is going well.
Those thrice-damned filth sylphs to run at the first sign of trouble.
Vobus, are you unhurt? You were insensible for nearly 2 bells, or at least I think it was 2 bells. There's little way to tell in this cell. I haven't been able to discern where it is exactly, but from the amount of walking it took to arrive here, it would be safe to assume we've been led fairly deep into their stronghold. I don't believe they intend to kill us, or we would be more than likely be dead already. It's like they're taking us to see someone important, which in this sense is what we sought in the first place, so perhaps our situation is not as dire as I once thought.
Stop. Almighty Everett, Lord and Infernal and Champion of the Sun, thy humble servants have summoned thee forth from the boundless ether, that thou might cleanse these heathen souls of their transgressions with thy holy flames.
Wait, we did not mean to offend. We merely come bearing a message. We are 2 of many who walk the path of the 12. There are thousands more just like us, warriors ready to fight for Orzia and all those who call her home. The Garlian Empire has shown they want this land for their own, and will stop at nothing less than genocide to obtain it. Alamigo was the first to fall. Who is to say that their next target would not be Pakathon? But you have seen the power they wield. No single city, state, or tribe is powerful enough to defeat the Empire's legions on its own. Not even yours, but if we were to join forces, we could force the Empire out of Eorzea once and for all. Your people have suffered much at the hands of the Garleans, just as ours have. Stand with us and help us put an end to that suffering. You must listen!
Throughout history, your kind has repaid our gestures of goodwill with naught but acts of injustice. How are we to take your utterances as true? We cannot. The heathens must die. Their blood give to Lord Ifrit.
Ifrit.
Locus, what is happening? These people do not seem to have control of their own minds. We must try and find a way to break their bonds. Perhaps something from their past will help them remember who they are.
You avow yourselves blessed by God, yet lack the capacity to summon them to your aid. To which do you kneel, mortals?
Kneel, if by God you mean primal, we kneel to none.
Fools, but to the grace of those who will grant you protection and bless you with their fortune.
Protection? I do not recall any god offering his protection when your servants captured me and my companions and locked us in that cell.
Blasphemy, death to the heathens. Mind your tongue, speak of the Lord of Inferno, list will cut it out. For blindness is born of ignorance. I smell the taint upon your soul. Is it Garuda or Titan? Leviathan?
Do you understand? I have never stood before those you mentioned.
Vex me not, mortals. The Paragon warned me of the godless blessed. There can only be one true God in this world, and those without cannot be allowed to roam unchecked. Yet the Paragon has entreated that I spare you, and so I shall, on one condition. Vow that you shall forsake the summoning of another. Do so and your sins will be absolved. Refuse me and your soul will burn for eternity. On your knees, heathens, and give your oath in the name of Ifrit, Almighty Lord of the Inferno. Almighty Lord of the Inferno.
Well, to forsake summoning? You mean we have the power to summon gods? But how?
The Woken Ones live. This is most fortuitous.
That's most fortuitous.
The Skilled One refused to read our missive. That was most unfortuitous.
This one's written words were unread. Most unfortuitous indeed. But you two were there the whole time when you attempted to save us. You could have used your conjuring. Alright, never mind. But if you were there, then answer me this. Is what Ifrit said true? Do I have the power to summon my own primal?
The Awoken One asks a difficult question. The answer is this one knows not.
Nor this one, unfortuitously. But even if the Awoken One summoned a primal, this one would advise against such folly. Those ones who violate the barrier betwixt corporeal and ethereal are transformed. Minds are clouded, hearts are hardened, souls are darkened.
I see. Another thing best left untouched. Well, Vobus, we made it out in one piece, but I fear if we linger much longer, the Imaja may start having second thoughts about releasing us to put this place far behind us. Report our findings to Lady Mephilia.
These ones shall return to the forest until next time.
Next time? Oh, well, we never did find that paragon. What these souls possess knowledge to summon gods and bend them to the will? Perhaps it is not the Beast Tribe who should be joining hands with them.
You seem to have completed mission, but nowhere in my letters do I see anything about a task recently assigned to you and your path companion.
It's alright, Arturo. I shall handle this. Vobus, your partner has already been by to explain what you two attempted to impact on. While I understand your desire to help, I cannot condone your actions. You could both have been abducted or worse, killed. However, here you are, alive as ever. And while I'm loath to admit it, you have provided us with some very important information. If Rita believes you blessed by a specific deity, and that is where you obtained the echo, perhaps further contact with the primals can lead us to an answer of who or what deity may be. Unfortunately, as you are aware, continued readings from the Beast Tribes will only bring us more dealings. As the Empire's eyes and ears in every corner of Eorzea, you must remember this, Vopus, and choose your steps on the path with caution. Yet, I cannot help but feel responsible for the trials you faced in Pakathon. I knew Path Companion would eventually attempt something like this, and I did a little to prevent it. For that, I wish you to accept this as an apology. However, in the future, I ask that you take heed before rushing head on to the nest of vipers. You may not be so fortunate next time. Welcome, Vobus. So you too heard the mysterious plea. Well, we do not know who sent the message. We were able to estimate the general location for which it originated, an area of the Black Shroud due east of Gridania. We already have several advanced parties scouring the forest, and I was hoping that you might join them. There will be no need for you to notify your path companion, as he is already on his way there. My father is dead? No, it is alright. The decision to stand against those who had taken his home was his and his alone. He was aware of the fate that awaited him. But for how many more does it wait? Vobus, when did you arrive? I did not see your approach.
Thanks you for responding to the distress call. My men and I are with the Alamegan Resistance. Returning from 4 in the Imperial-occupied territory, we realized we were being tracked. In an attempt to throw a pursuer off our trail, we split into several smaller groups. The attack appears to have been successful, but not without a prize. My best scout still remains out of the forest and able to elude the enemy. It was her message that you picked up on your link pearl. Scout has viral information on the size of our forces, at the location of our headquarters, and the names of our leaders if she were captured by the Empire.
Why do you believe the captain is trying to ask that we join his men in the search for the missing scout? I, for one, am of a mind to help. She cannot be far. The Resistance can rest easy knowing that the Empire won't have their secrets. For now, at least. I'll inform the captain about the hounds. You should return to the Waking Sands and report to Lady Mephilia the day's happening. She will surely be interested to know who it was that sent the message. As several members of the Resistance party, you and your path companion aided arrived a short while ago. The injured are currently being seen to the infirmary, and it is there that Lady Mephilia is questioning the captain. We'll wait for the antecedent to conclude her talks. There is something she asked me to discuss with you. I do not wish to sound harsh, but I know we are not to take on assignments in the name of the path without direct orders from Lady Mephilia.
That is correct. We are the Path of the 12, not a group of vigilantes. We do well not to forget that. But there are some of us who may be trained in the Disciples of War Magic. Such skills do not represent our purpose, which is to gather information provided to those who are better prepared and better equipped to use it. This time, your fortune of the size of the Imperial Party tracking the scout was not too large. However, it is unwise to place your faith in the spinner's pole, for she favors no one man more than the other. But I shall, should you no longer, your path led you to those in need, and you saw fit to lend them your aid. None can deny the worthiness of this act, and it would be foolish of us to let it go unrewarded. You have our thanks.
I did not have the opportunity to tell you this when we were in Gridania, but I know several people in the Resistance. Their being on a mission this far south can only mean that they have something significantly planned for the near future. Though what, I do not know. I have a feeling Lady Mavila will be calling on us soon, so I best see to it that we are prepared.
You may enter, but see to it that you do not disturb the proceedings.
Phobos, we're beginning to wonder whether you will ever arrive.
You came. Does this mean you'll be joining us in the mission?
The operations will be our largest ever, and its size makes it that much more dangerous. Many who leave with us will not return. While I appreciate your enthusiasm, your companion's decisions must be his own. We are, but simple folk. Some of us farmers, some of us smiths, some of us husbands, some of us wives, some of us as children, some of us none but ourselves, yet there is something that unites us all. We are all from El Amigo, and we have all made a solemn vow to fight the Guardian Empire until we have regained control of the home that was torn from our grasp, the home we lost 15 summers gone. Each day has been an uphill battle, and the Empire a veritable mountain. The might of their machina is beyond imagining, and we have lost countless men to the metal jaws and fiery breath of those terrible creatures. However, for not one moment have we let their size or numbers crush our wills, and the sacrifice of every man and woman has seen us edge ever closer, ilms by agonizing ilms, of the realization of our ultimate plan. We're going to steal one of their airships and use it to drive the Empire from our city. A great many brave men and women gave up their lives to infiltrate the Imperial outposts and obtain documents of the flying contraptions. From schematic control manuals, all we need now is a ship. As you would imagine, El Amigo is heavily fortified with Imperial troops, a whole legion of soldiers stationed in or near the city-state. Which is why we've decided, instead of focusing on airship station near the comparatively lightly guarded Silver Tier Falls.
The Empire were not expecting an attack in an area so remote. We cannot fail. You are mistaken. This is not the first time the Resistance has attempted such a daring plan, and if I recall correctly, all previous attempts have ended in failure at the cost of many lives. Captain, what makes you so certain of victory?
Victory is never certain, Lady Mephilia, but I cannot allow fear of defeat to keep us from action. If there is even a glimmer of hope, we must do all we can to reach out and grasp it. Must try, and if we fail, then we must try again. Success is not born of inaction. Those who join us are aware of the risks.
Wait. I understand why you're so driven to aid the Resistance. Since the Imperial occupation of El Amigo began, little information has escaped the city-state. No one has truly known what was going on behind those walls, beyond rumors and speculation. And so when we hear about the atrocities of which these men speak, we cannot help but be moved by their plight. However, you must not forget that the Empire is a force beyond anything you can imagine. They have conquered lands larger than all of Eorzea. They have defeated greater armies than any that have marched these plains. I do not ask that you abandon hope, only that you not rush into this. I understand your concerns, Lady Menvea. All you say is true. Even so, I must go over them, if only to prove that the Path of the 12 can truly bring peace to Eorzea, and not just talk of it. Opus, you need not join me if you believe your path leads elsewhere, but if this is farewell, then I wanted you to know that you have my thanks. It has been an honor to fight beside you. help us. You do not need to have come. Truth be told, I'm glad you are here. I was about to create a diversion, so a second unit can move the position. I need all the help I can get.
Unwise to come here. Impressive. As you wish.
Believe thyself, believe thy strength. Know thyself, though thy weakness. Thou art alone, one amongst many. The land is alone, one star in the void. See through the lies, see beyond the words of deceivers. Follow the truth, follow the whispers of verity. Protect that which must be, destroy that which must not, for calamity draws nigh, the end is upon thee.
Kill the tribes. Kill their gods.
Kill the tribes before the land doth perish.
Are you alright? Can you talk? Well, it looks like we both made it out alive. Thank you for watching after me. Wait, I have seen you before. Thanker, right? Did she come to raise your sword against the Empire?
You must learn patience, my friend. You might live longer.
Are you saying I must not attempt to save Eorzea from the Empire?
A man can save no one if he knows not his own strength.
I'm fully aware of my strength, or, as you would imply, my lack of it, but that is why I have tried to find people who can help me, for whom I can help.
So speaks the child of Alamigo. Yet you have also been blessed, been woken. If you would only seek the one who gave you that power, you could be granted so much more. And it is for this that I will continue to search.
Is it God that he seeks? Or something more? Something bigger? I need to talk you're alive. Where is...
Path Companion.
You not worry, Tataru. I received a call earlier. He spoke of coming here to have one of his attend to his wounds. However, I insisted he visit one of the established leeches in town first. I also heard what happened to the Resistance and how they will not be sending parties south any longer. There is even talk of disbanding. Do you see, Phobos? Even those who claim to understand that which they face were unable to understand the sheer power of the Empire. Until we can find someone, or something that will allow us to match the Empire's strength, we are but flies buzzing about a chocobo, a nuisance, but far from a threat. Only the city-states and beast tribes would set aside their differences and unite as one, then perhaps we would have a chance.
Never till land consumes sun can see bare moons, heaven spew crimson flames, hells seep black dooms. Hearken unto me, seeker of truth, and through my words be saved. The cinerary sun yields the septenary moon, expelling the astral, beckoning the umbral. So saith the eternal wisdom of Meteor Sever. A shadow hangs over the realm, growing blacker with each passing day. Rise from thy waking slumber, see the nightmare for reality, and ready thyself for the coming chaos. Darkness descendeth, but surrender not to despair, for the future is forged in the flames of the present. Child of everlasting dawn, hast thou the courage to face the night? No. Foul taint of deceit corrupteth thy heart, and wills thee to deeds most sinister. I have sensed the hand that guideth thee, and know of its intent. For oft truth lies not in that which is spoken, but in that which is left unspoken. Refuse to open thy eyes, and thou shalt linger in darkness for eternity. Or mayhaps the dark shadow cast upon thy soul hath rendered it unable to accept the dawn. Mayhaps that shadow must needs be vanquished. Never till land consumes sun can see bare moons, heavens spew crimson flames, help see black dooms. Others, well, this is a pleasant surprise indeed. Should you have an interest in the words of Meteor Sever, I would be more than happy to recite them to your heart's content. I confess I am glad to have journeyed so far in search for my inspiration and muse. The noble display you have shown me this day, I shall repay you with kindness. I shall tell you of the prophet. When 1,000 years passed, a great calamity was visited upon the world. Across the sky, a terrible dark blackness spread till no light could be seen, and then descended, seeping into the very hearts of men. Thus was he sorely afflicted, and his ways perverted. Chaos was in all places all at once, and mired creation was destroyed. Avarice reigned supreme, and civilization was thrown into a lawless struggle for wealth and power, the mighty taking as they saw fit with complete disregard for nature and fellow man alike. Evil begat evil and ripened unchecked, taking on the sickly sweetness of rot, near to bursting and rank with the promise of decay. It was then that the 12, grieved by the corruption and sin that had gripped their creation, decided to purge the world of its evils with a cleansing deluge, proclaiming, "Behold the power of pure water," and thus begun the 6 of the Umbral Eras. There's a moral in this story for those wise enough to find it. You see, it was we mortals who brought the great flood upon ourselves and our world, having left the gods no recourse. And so, if our faults ushered in an Umbral Era in the past, then our strength can prevent the coming of another in the future. So what say you, Opus? Will you pledge yourself to the side of good and fight to save the world? Know that you cannot rely blindly on others in things such as this. The road to victory must be found within yourself, as it must in all of us. God, speaking to you has given me the most sublime idea for a poem. You are my muse, Opus. Truly, you are. But I should take up no more of your time, nor you of mine, until our paths cross again. Be good, and be well.
Remarkable. I not thought you capable of defeating Archons for real. You don't lack for strength, do you? I must admit, I thought myself bound from the realm of Thal when that Archon appeared. He's a cold-blooded killer, if rumors are to believe. Think the 12 you arrived when you did. Better still, while you were occupying Raji, I was able to attend to the business which brought me here. I suppose it's the least I can do to tell you what I've learned. Of these perfected verses he is spreading, recounting the death of the Ripper of the world, 6 are known, but Rurouni claims to read from a 7th. Until now, the 7th verse was thought to be incomplete or lost, whereas never have existed at all. The 6 known verses have been studied by countless scholars for countless years. Many of those most knowledgeable in these matters believe the cycle they depict to be unyielding, and that simple umbral calamity is therefore fated to come. Perhaps Rurouni is among their number. Interestingly, Rurouni's words would leave rather a lot to interpretation. One could take them to mean that there is hope that the future can yet be changed. Of course, that is but one of the many interpretations. Still, I for one would like to believe it. Surely it is better to strive towards the goal than to despair and invite the end, and you? You now know of all these things. When the time comes, will you be willing to pledge yourself to the cause, to do what must be done? As well, that's that then. I'll be off now if you don't mind. I have other matters to attend to. There's other things with unclouded vision. See reality for what it is and let your heart guide you. It is unwise to engage an opponent before properly gauging his strength. Have you sustained any serious injury? Good. Now, perhaps you would begin by telling me what it is that brought you here. Might it be that you have an interest in the Archon's prophecies? Curiosity known to have killed the Coral, yet it is the thirst for knowledge that drives man to the truth. Yet you have taken a great risk this day, but I would expect naught else from an adventure such as yourself. Or could it be that you are merely afraid of the surging darkness that nears our borders even as we speak? You have no doubt heard the whispering of the 6th Umbral Era and the cabal of the mages at its center. Yes, there are those who claim it was the mages and their unholy pact, the demon lords of the 7th Health that triggered the cataclysm, but there are others who believe it was the mages who let the realm out of that dark age. Who now can say which is truth? No man alive, yet one thing is certain, the rise of a 7th Umbral Era is inevitable. The question is not when it will come, or who will usher it in, but how well you are prepared. If you are willing, I will ask for your assistance. The time of reckoning draws nigh, and Eorzea will need all the allies that she can muster. Together we'll be able to save the realm, but first you must look into your own heart and decide whether the path you walk is truly that of the righteous. We will meet again, Locus Vocus. It should come as no surprise to hear, but Lord Lolorita was not sitting idly by while the road was being lost. I shudder to think that what sums exchanged hands to secure this small piece. But there's no need to worry. Whatever money was lost will soon be made back tenfold. While other nations have already begun to limit their trade, Udai has seized near complete control of the flows of arms upon this eve of war. The Garland Ironworks is producing the finest weaponry in the world, and we mean to make them the most sought-after goods on the market. Being a member of the Immortal Flames, these weapons will, of course, be at your disposal as well, should you rise high enough in our ranks. Scarlet! While my team's initial readings proved inconclusive, when combined with recent reports from the Immortal Flames, there's no mistaking it, sir. Your hypothesis has become fact. Meteor. Could the Empire truly be subjecting their own soldiers to such depravities? We've Forsborn left peaceful lives scattered by the wisdom of the elemental disease here, so we mustn't forget our fellow origins in our amigo. They too have a right to live out their days in peace, and we must do all that we can in our power to help them reclaim that right. To that end, I'll say these designs make it their own ironworks, on my word. We'll learn whatever there is to learn from them. By considering a series of uncoded exchanges between Imperial operatives, we've learned that the Empire has begun establishing a temporary basis of operation in two abandoned underground complexes known as the Dismal Darkhold and the Thousand Balls of Total Rack, located in the Corthairs and the Black Shroud, respectively. We have also confirmed that we already knew that the multi-pronged assault on several areas around the Luxonia was nothing but a feint conducted to divert attention away from the Empire's true objective, the establishment of a fortified stronghold. Within Thalassocratic borders, luckily for the time being at least, the Kobold's cunning has proven to be a match for the Garlean Machina, and they have yet to give it a single elm of ground. As long as the Beast Tribe continues to resist the Empire, we'll refrain from any interference. But I've said too much. You are doubtless eager to spend your hard-earned reward over at running lunch. Good work, recruit. All with sandstorms in your hearts and bind your belts, hear me. I am Raval Alden, proud son of Alamigo and proud men of Uda. You all know my deeds, and by them you know me. And so you know that no man is more aware of the opportunities that this great city can afford, nor the dreams of those who live here. We do not yearn for an end to the Garleans' attack, to merely survive poor and hungry. We seek fortune and the freedom to enjoy it. I'll not play you false. The Empire threatens our way of life, even here in the South. But with this great danger comes the chance for great glory and great profits. Never have we known a time of such rich opportunity, and I for one means to make the most of it.
swear here and now in the name of Sultan Anonimo Onamo. Our mortal flames will consume the Garleans. We will sear their flesh and char their bones, and when they burn, they will beg our mercy, and we will name it. So I say to any among you who lust for both battle and coin, craftsmen, merchants, warriors, adventurers, grasp not for the quick profit in plain view. Cast your lot with the immortal flames, and no glory and wealth untold. Forge arms and armor. Stockade meat and mead. Prepare yourself in both mind and body. And should you lack the back for combat or the lack crafting, make us a weapon of your wealth. Long live the Sultana! Long live Oda!
People of the forest, beloved of the elementals, hear me. The evil which radiates forth from Garlemald is best of an unforeseen strength. Often at will it sails our hedge, profaning the sanctity of the Twelveswood. And so have I returned to our city. I am Connie Senna, sister to all Gridonians, and I stand with you now, at the turn of the tide. I come to live amongst you and guide you, to eat of the same bread and sleep beneath the same trees, to awaken your hopes and assuage your fears. Through me shall the voice of the elementals be known, for I am their vessel, and as I am their servant, so too am I yours. One of the great ones, lords among elementals, has seen the dangers which threatens our Gridania and given counsel. They would see us hold to our righteousness and trust to our bravery. So long as we protect our forest, they told me, Novica would never abandon us to the darkness. Our forest, they said, for the great ones in their wisdom see that we too are one with this land, just as the trees and the grasses. Let us offer our thanks to the creation around us, to the skies, the earth, the waters, to this Eorzea which nurtures us even before our birth and embraces us even after our death, and let us protect it so long as we draw breath. To do that, brothers and sisters, we must purge the taint which now sullies it. That the empire of Garlemald is the source of this taint, this infection, is as clear as the waters of our own mirror. The deeds of the Garleans deny that which is right. Orders flee before their coming, and chaos reign in their wake. Garlemald has lost its ways. Too long has it reveled in the darkness and destruction of its own atrocities and depravities. The day of its reckoning is at hand. Soon its sin-dimmed eyes will open to the light of righteousness. Soon it will know justice. Gridonians, my own brothers and sisters, all keeper of the myriad secrets of natures, holders of the ancient wisdoms of tree and stone, all who bear love for this forest before all else, know that though the people of Eorzea are born to many lines and many lands, we all share but a single fate. Our differences must be laid to rest. Come, offer me your hands that we might unite in common cause. Join me in steadfast union, in unwavering harmony, just as the twin adders that form our sigil. You must aid and assist one another, and make all that you have that of all. I boon and burden both, share of your water and of your thirst, share of your grain and your hunger, share of your hope and your grief. Do this, and together, united, we shall weather this storm. Find righteousness and bravery within your hearts, and then expunge the disease which afflicts our world. Faith, for in time Novica's bounties will be bestowed on us once more. To that day arise as we pledge all that I am, have been, and will be, to your service.
The order of the twin ladders is a union, the joining of spirits with force of our own. By it we are bound together, and from it we shall draw strength to prevail. In this forest shall the seeds be sown for a new era of peace, and true of heart and strong in our resolve, we shall tend them, that all may one day enjoy the fruits of our labors. Though, how they quicken! Brothers and sisters of the sea, hearken unto me. Look upon this, our mighty crimson standard, and tell me your hearts do not swell with pride. 700 summers and 700 winters have we chronicled since our forebears first arrived in the fertile bay, guided by the good grace of Mother the Oceans. In that time, the world has looked on in awe as Lominsa grew from the humble fishing village to uncontested ruler of the 5 seas and beyond, from the Pearl in the east and the Isles of Umbra in the west, from the Far Reach in the north to the Cydales in the south, and where the thalassocracy does not command respect, it instills fear. We, friends, are a mighty galleon, the realm of our sea to sail. But even now, our brave vessels is being drawn in the midst of a terrible storm, a storm that threatens to scatter our hopes to the winds and send our souls plummeting to abyss, a storm raised by the Garlean Empire. A fearsome foe, to be sure, but my friends, my shipmates, ask unto any captain of any vessel, pray, what be the best way to weather a storm, and they will all answer the same. Heave to and hold fast. Yet to endure the raging tempest despite, the captain needs the strength of the whole crew, from the highest officer to the lowest tarboy. And though the course be wrought with peril, the captain asks the impossible. It is imperative that each man obey, lest the storm claims all.
Bollocks, cork that fancy gob of yours. There's bilge enough below. I answer to but one captain. He ain't a peering whore in the sailor suit.
There is nary a soul in this hall who would disagree when I say the city-state is as much yours as it is mine, that it was founded on the premise that on the sea each and every man is free. I also know that since its founding it has become a beacon of hope to those who seek the same freedom in all things, a haven for adventurers and merchants, vagrants and vagabonds, all who crave the respite from the tyrannies of the world beyond. And so, as admiral of this proud vessel, I pledge you this. Though it means offering up my own body and blood to the navigator herself, I, Mirweblof Winswin. I can't say robot names. Shall see you safe through this storm. Maelstrom shall see you safe through this storm. Brothers and sisters of the sea, and ye come, gather around beneath the underground crimson standard and pledge me your strength, your skill, your wisdom. Show the enemy your fatal blades, granting them the same mercy they would us, and commit them to the gaping abyss. The Maelstrom has launched its final destination, a new Eorzea, where Lominsa's founding principles shall shine like lodestone and reverberate like thunder, till sea swallows all.
You know nothing, fool. Nothing. Staggerell worships Garland, the genius, the creator. Did you know he was once an engineer of Garland, an artisan in the employ of his radiance? No, of course you didn't. He was driven by a great passion, yet blinded by it as well. His research experience made our empire what it is, spilling the blood of hundreds of thousands in the process, small price to pay for his art. For years he enjoyed his radiance favor. being given all the ever asked until one day he's tired of his duties, turned his own cloak, and forsook us for this doomed realm. All of his own ends. Lest you doubt it, the monster never gave a damn about anything else. The dogs of the Ironworks named me a traitor? They who serve the greatest traitor of all. Isn't that right, Sid?
Chardor, so you were the spy among us. We were ordered to steal our findings to learn what we knew of Dalamon, Meteor.
Stay your bloody tongue! The stench of the icons permeates this pathetic realm. Even now I feel saturated by it. I can taste their stink, and every time I do, I hear that I've somehow been infected by it. Destruction alone can deliver this Eorzea from its taint, and destruction it will know. No man can stop Ifrit, nor the Leviathan and Titan, nor the icons yet to come. Only Eorzea and it will bring about their deaths. Long live Nilvan Darnas! Long live Garlemald!
Looking like a true Garlean. There's much I would ask, but not here. I will expect you at the airship landing in Oda.
Shoot your eyes. Look away.
It is done. Those beasts, they dread the brightness. Tell me, are you Arthur? You're hurt. Can you stand?
Don't touch me! Flare, the airship. You're one of Garland Ironworks. You fled to Eorzea, feeling only for your own craven hides, ignorant of the atrocities suffered by the people of Alamigo. Atrocities committed by your hand, by the weapons you created. You bloody murderers, eternity in the seventh hells will be too merciful punishment for the you. Or, like, I have to flay you where you stand, leave you for the crows. God damn you all!
Arthur, enough. So you were there. You saw the atrocities? The devastation? I will not deny it. The Magitech weapons we created laid waste to Alamigo and slaughtered its people. But I could undo it, but I cannot. And now those weapons are trained upon all of Eorzea. What we have done can never be forgiven, nor should it. A deed forgiven is too easily forgotten. We knew when we chose to walk amongst you that we would not escape your anger and your hatred. But now it is the time to fight. You mean the face of the coming evil, but cannot do so without your strength. It will be hard, I know, but I must learn what you saw in Alamigo.
Liar, craven, stay the traitor's tongue before I rip it out.
Is long in Alamigo. All who were have learned to trust no one. More is the pity. Pray give him time. He needs rest. We'll see him back to Gridonia. It's that you come to Gridonia as well. I shall wait you at Stillglade Flame. Come to your own time.
See, that is just, I told you, show them a bit of steel and they think off the scouted whelps, the tails between their legs. Let's grab the lump and get back to the ship. I am, Captain.
Enough. We know what you and your vile companions of fairy dogs are up to, and it will not be allowed. Relinquish the ceruleum, lay down your arms, and surrender yourself to the custody. Do this, and you will receive a fair trial. You will have word as a corporal in the immortal flames. Gods and mercy, a corporeal of him for mortal flames, you say?
would then be the same immortal flames that couldn't stop mighty army of all two sea dogs and a proxy arse adventure and robbing them in broad daylight. How in the seven hells do you reckon you'll fare when the Imperials are running like air fiery justice down about their golden spires, eh? Cause I reckon you'll burn, aye. Those be a right sore time for you. If the Maelstrom don't pull your sorry arses from the flames. It was foolish for me to attempt to reason a criminal from a city-state which chooses leaders based on the outcome of a race. And we call the Amalja beasts. Hey, Captain, why ain't we got him yet? Stop! Stay your blades. There's no need for bloodshed. Hey? What the hell is this worm crawl up from? Ceruleum is a highly unstable source of energy. One spark from a pair of crossed blades, one ember from an errant fire spell could be all that was required for ignition, and the resulting conflagration would initiate a chain reaction that would swiftly spread throughout the mountains and, well, I imagine you can piece together the rest. Hey, do I look like a bloody scholarly sod off, or I show me lads what's inside the clever brain case of yours? You truly believe that squabbling of allies will help you avert the coming doom? Evil approaches, and standing alone will only make you that much more vulnerable. And I speak not only of the Garlean Empire, but of something else, something more sinister. Have you not looked up into the sky and noticed something amiss? The lesser moon, Dalamoon. Have you not witnessed it swell like a tumor written like the gout? Even the realm's natural flow of etheric energy has been disrupted. All ether should pass through Silvertear Lake upon returning to land, but it now appears that something is bending energy course, drawing it away. This has upset the balance of all life and matter in Eorzea. It is why the weather has become unpredictable, why creatures have grown large and fierce, why crystals are losing their aspect. Quite what could be drawing the ether, and what will happen if this phenomenon is allowed to continue, I cannot say, but what I can tell you with absolute certainty is that your pretty quarrels over money and power are as a grains of dust compared to the sandstorm that boils just over the horizon. Bloody scholarlies. Back to the ship, and before this it bores us all to death. Wait, how are you to return to this, is it? Vulpus, I am not one to entertain so idle a notion as fate, but it is difficult to describe our repeating meanings to mere circumstance. Why am I here, you ask? All in good time, my friend. Meet me at Limsa Lument, landing atop the mizzenmast, and I shall enlighten you.
Oh, the fate of they who went before you. The single mortal who has bared steel before Ifrit has come out the victor. Let this be a grave reminder of the arduousness of your task. Attend me, Vulpus, though all things happen for a reason, it falls to each individual to find meaning in that which comes to pass. In this case, the message is painfully clear. Hubris is as much your enemy as the foe who stands before you. Anything less than complete focus upon the task at hand, and you will be made to pay the self-same price as these poor fools. If you understand this and still wish to proceed, hand me the infernal flambeau. Step through the gate, Vulpus, beckoned by the flame of the infernal flambeau, the primal Ifrit shall descend. The mind is a powerful thing. By its influence alone, one man will stand while another will fall. Today, it will determine who is co-signed to history, Ifrit or you and yours. Be calm and unclouded of mind, and you may yet prevail.
Bravo, bravo, truly a performance worthy of song. Oh, know the name of the hero who dares defy a god. Phobos, a name I shan't soon forget. Allow me to return the favor. I am Nail Vandarnus, legatus of the 7th Imperial Legion. I come bearing the light of salvation to the people of Eorzea. It warms my heart to know that there are still those who would attempt to preserve life upon this forsaken continent, and by the blood of fallen icons, no less. A noble struggle, I grant you, but one that is sadly beyond hope. Alone, you stand no chance of survival. None. If you are to prevail, you must needs accept the outstretched hand of salvation, the hand of the Arlian Empire. I know full well you people see the Empire as little more than a covetous beast, hungry for territory, but naught could be further from the truth. The world is stricken by an evil blight, her people given to despair. Seeing this, the Empire was moved with pity. It reached out to the other nations, bringing them under its wing that they might know deliverance. For ours is the radiance that shall banish the darkness that threatens to engulf the land. Embrace the light, son of the south, and your progeny shall live to see a brighter tomorrow. Yet know that the light is unbending, its judgment absolute. By its illumination, all is laid bare, the world revealed in truest form. The bold shall inherit the world, the beautiful shall rule it. Only then shall the land be free of chaos. Never a land consumed sun can bear its wounds. Heaven spew crimson flames, hell seek black dooms. See, these words are lost upon you, that the children of this land should be grown up ignorant of the sacred prophecies that late the slumbering emperor's old allies are surely turning in their graves. But I will not blame you for your forefathers' negligence. Permit me to explain it as I might to a child. Naught is eternal, nay, not even the dance upon the stars celestial sea. The hour reckoning's at hand, soon the crimson stars shall descend, and the land shall be purged of its taint. Oh, but what matter foul shadow or the unredeemed souls of your countrymen cast by the light of judgment? The mere imagining of it cuts me to the quick. So, you found me. What now, Raven? Ah, but you already know full well. You know Garlemald seeks to save this world, to cleanse it of the Icon's taint. And you also know that to do so, we required ancient secrets of Alag, secrets said to have died with the Empire long ago, secrets of which you know quite a deal. So come, Master said, and tell me what it is I wish to know. Secrets of Alag? Meteor. You surely mean to do it then? Bring down Dalamund? How shrewd. Good. You will save us much time. Long have we sought to rediscover the knowledge of the meteor sorcery. For years it was Midas and none Garland who led our efforts. Your father was both a genius and a patriot. I know who my father was. Just I know he was killed serving Garlemald's blind ambitions. Orjar Citadel. Entire city gone in the blink of an eye. All the literature left to us of Alag, the lunar transmitter, the testing facilities, all gone without a trace. Not a page or stone remained, not even a corpse. You've seen what Meteor is capable of. You think yourself the world's salvation, but hear me, Darnus. This is not a power meant to be wielded by man. You disappoint me, said Nun Garland. Your father was proud to serve as Grand Minister of Industry under His Excellence. By virtue of his feats alone were you named a minister after him. Why deny his successes? His work delivered the very thing we seek, the purity in nothingness. Purity? You sick, deluded bastard. There is no purity. Should Delamoon fall, all will be reduced to ash and dust. You praise my father's work, but what it delivered was death and oblivion. You're merely too fool to see it. Spoken like a true craven, a veiled son unable to crawl from beneath his father's shadow. You have been too long in this foul form. It seems not even the garland is immune to its taint. A new world awaits, and only by the strength of Garlemald will it be realized. I will not suffer you to interfere.
Eorzea is the assaulter on all fronts. On that I agree, but Meteor, go no further with this nail. It is depraved, fouler even than the pestilence we seek to purge. It is more wicked than the icons themselves. It
is the will of our Emperor. Why, Gaius, one might even think you bitter at having fallen from his favor. Could that be the root of your doubt?
Do not mock me. Our duties are no place for personal feelings. You know that as well as I.
Oh, and what of your tired obsession with conquering Eorzea, then? Is that not personal?
Better to conquer a realm than a void. What is the value in ruling over emptiness, over nothing? I do not wish to live to see another Borgia citadel. If you succeed in bringing down Dalamoon, all of Eorzea's will cease to be.
Yes, but how much brighter the light that shines forth from the void. Think of it, Gaius. Within that nothingness lies the root of all creation. Pure potential, limitless possibility. This is the wisdom of the ancients. Such depth, such sublimity, rapture, complete and perfect rapture.
Perfect? Do you not remember? The day 10 years ago was an utter failure, a blemish on the legacy of Garlemald. We learned then we could not control where Dalamoon would fall. That is why Meteor was abandoned. What you seek to do may very well destroy our own homeland. You speak of these elegant tombstones, and they claim they will protect us, but what protection is there to be had in the rubble of millennia's past?
You fear what you do not understand, Gaius, but now is the time to cast away those fears and trust in me. The technology of the Alec far surpasses even the greatest of Garlemald's inventions, and it is House Darnus that holds the key to both its resurrection and its mastery.
What are you saying? That with these tombstones you'll be able to control the fall of Dalamoon?
Really, Gaius, must you be so grindingly pedestrian? The light of truth shines forth from my every word if you would only bother to look.
Very well. I will put my faith in your words, as has the Emperor. We will find the tombstones you require. But I must ask one thing. Is it wise to share these truths with vermin such as this?
We will crush the pathetic alliance of these three nations. But before we reduce them to nothing, we will lay them to ruin.
When you arrive at the gates of your 7th hell, let the Black Warden know it was not I, but the good Admiral who sent you there. Stop! Kicking a man while he's down? My, how far the wolf has fallen. Hey, old friend. Son of Midas, has the misguided youth come back to beg a place at my side? Take orders from a megalomaniac man-child with an inferiority complex? Nah, that's not for me. I obey no man but myself. You know what that is, don't you? Which means the Meteor project has not yet been abandoned. You truly are mad, all of you. Answer me this, guys. How exactly do you mean to liberate a realm that has been reduced to ash? For that will be Eorzea's fate should Meteor be summoned. This miserable cesspool would have been liberated 10 years ago if it were not for your timely betrayal. It is you who have doomed Eorzea. You! Arth, the Emperor's dog. What have you to show for yourself these past 10 summers? A once great leader plagued by failure toppled from his throne and forced to scurry about in the shadow of a white raven. Reduced to rummaging through potsherds in hopes of pleasing your new master. Neil Vandarnas has you on the leash and still you wag your miserable tail. Nothing to say, guys? Not so much as a yap? You truly have fallen. Try as you will, guys. The stone brings you no closer to success than you were 10 years ago. Report, soldier.
Sir, yes sir. A host of new type Imperial Juggernauts fell upon the ferry docks, dealing extensive damage to 2 vessels at anchor. Casualties on the excess of 10 score, with thrice that number wounded.
Broke out in multiple locations, but were swiftly extinguished. Our number is insufficient to mount pursuit. The enemy was able to withdraw unchallenged. We failed to bring down the single Juggernaut.
Blasted Imperials and their toys. This truly bodes ill. Opus of the flames who took the field, none but you succeeded in building a Juggernaut. That's our sole consolation in this ill-fated mission. Consider your service noted. Dismissed!
But the fire takes hold. Suddenly the wind blows. We can't stop it at the lake. Your orders, Captain. Put out the blaze. I fear we have enough hands, sir.
The countries cannot hold for much longer.
How many of ours yet remain? A dozen or so, but I feel most suffer grievous wounds in the bombardment. All who yet stand are to extinguish the fire, protect the wood of our lives. And you, tell the conjurers that they must hold. But if the elementals attack? If it comes to that, we have no choice but to retreat. You come at a good time. Listen well, the Imperials seek to unleash the Green Wraith upon us. The elementals do not distinguish between the Forceborn and the Garleans. For 312 have been raging in full, but the Empire means to make us the victims of the very beings we revere. Run! Run for your lives! No, this can't be! Oh, have mercy. You overcame that unholy machine? Owing my life. Never before have I seen its like. My unit. Did no others survive? The darkling sky shed tears of fire and veiled ones no despair. Only after the fact did these words make sense. God struck me down for a fool. The veiled ones are none other than the wood whalers, and the despair is that of the elementals. That the Garleans carry out an aerial bombardment of the palace with. Bastard, treacherous, and honorless beyond even our reckoning, we Gudjanians shall soon forget the pain they have visited upon us. Aye, and shame shall not permit to forget they did so, even after the elementals had given us ample warning of what was to come. As a commander in mission, the fault of mine to failing to recognize the Imperial plot. And now countless of my people are wounded, missing, or dead. Vital though it may be to our defenses, I fear the erection of the Imran hedge is an endeavor for another day. Gudjania has far graver issues to deal with between mollifying the Green Wraith and expelling Guardians in spite of our diminished numbers.
And there's the matter of those men and women who were taken by the elementals. My stomach churns at the mere thought of delivering these grim tidings to the elder seas here, yet it must be done. As for you, I suspect Gridania shall have need of your services again before long. For the time being, pray accept this as a token of my gratitude. Let's needs find the survivors of my unit and tend to the ruins. Doubtless you have business of your own to attend to, so I shall detain you no longer. Till next we meet, may the matron watch over you.
Here. No hard feelings, eh, Admiral? Imperial's got deep pockets is all. Ain't a soul would have done no different. What the? Oh wait, we're on the same side, see? Oh, we saw it! What is that thing? Fall back. Admit defeat? Never. If you die here, our hope is all but assured. Live today so that we may exact our revenge tomorrow. On the tree, yet stubborn fool! You cannot truly withstand a chance against that thing. Damn, you both fall back, fall back! It would appear you have dispatched the Machina. I detect no further signs of Bureau activity. The invaders are either dead or retreated. Very good. Still, it should never have come to this. To what end was that blood of our comrades spilled this day? It seems we were betrayed by a small group of pirates who believed they could gain more from an alliance with the Empire. I am well aware of that, Marshal. I do not ask what happened, I ask why. Else take those covetous fools, their corridors meant to. Fed this to free us from the heavy price of greed, to show every true Lominson that united we could take on the world in arms, and this is the unity I offer them. Have you come to make mock of me? Your adventurers are a curious lot. I sense I might learn much from you. Admiral, if I may, it is true a great many brave souls gave their lives this day, but it is not in vain that they did so. Unnumbered they were. Not a single man around until they called for retreat was given. They stood the ground and fought those to defend their nation, to defend the Crimson Standard. Those who didn't die pirate or barracuda, they died heroes, and there's no truer unity than that. You are right. We shall gather their bodies and bear them back to Limsa Lominsa, where they shall be honored as the heroes they are. And you, carry on.
I could be wrong, but I believe that was her way of saying thank you. As for myself, I believe I owe you an apology. That was quite a display of courage. Your selfless acts helped save the Admiral's life, and with it the Maelstrom. Perhaps you are all the Admiral believes you to be.
Wherefore come you here? You have no power here. You who have no hope, none. Landwalkers are worms bound to crawl in filth. I shall scatter you all, for I am the wind. The reckoning comes, the reckoning of all mortals. This is the price of your folly, the price of using the crystal's power, my power to waken the other from slumber. The power belongs to me, all of it. It is mine, all mine. You will not live to repeat your folly. It ends, worms of the forest, it all ends. Die! Your horned sprats cannot save you, nor themselves. I will slake the roots with their blood. I will festoon the canopy with their entrails.
Britannia, please, you must help the others. The sea seers, everyone are safe. The Archons feed. The birds, Garuda must be stopped.
Ah, yes, behold the light, such sublimity. Such a wondrous radiance, both magnificent and terrible. Truly the soul can harbor no doubt that this is the light of creation. Even you must recognize that. Garlemald owes you a great debt, adventurer. Wholly without our prompting, you have now felt the primals of both fire and wind. Such ability and devotion commands even mine own respect. You would do well to see reality for what it truly is. Cold, cruel, unforgiving. No words could do justice to the great deeds that I have done, nor the countless hardships I have endured in their doing. Corpses littered the fields and choked the streets, and still your gods remained silent, utterly indifferent. Such gods are not fit for worship, as they gaze impassively upon our corpses, so let us gaze upon theirs. The gods are dead to us. We have no need of them. So please, by all means, persist. Struggle however you see. Struggle long, struggle off. For every act of defiance, another drop of Eor's lifeblood should be given over to the Red Moon. The crystals, the land, the primals, the power of all shall burn bright and shine down upon this realm, a glorious, purifying light. These heathen lands shall be bathed in crimson brilliance. Only then, when the seal is broken, shall all I have labored long to accomplish with Meteor come to pass. Deeds done for the good of all are rarely seen for what they are, thus am I styled the villain. I have accepted my lot, and do what I must, as must you, adventurer. Let your fears and desires spur to action, and struggle for all you are worth. You will tire of futility, your floundering shall subside, and before long you shall grow still. Only then shall I take your head, lest I do you the dishonor of an unclean cut.
the primals of wind and fire, and the Imperial Vanguard too. Your list of vanquished makes for impressive reading. Well fought. And you keep high company. Archons and Master Engineers, is it? Ha! I should be grateful you found the time to see me. Would that I have a hunter like you, this war will be the better of it. But enough of your praises, I have questions. You are a man of great ability. Why name yourself Adventurer? Why do you wander the realm? Why have you sworn fealty to Uda? Bah! I have no stomach for banter. I've said you learn more of a person by crossing swords than mincing words. A jest. My counsel tells me I must attempt them. They think me too serious. And you? Bah, buddy, bloody jests. They do not suit me. I wish only to thank you. Uda is grateful for your service. Telling the Vanguard sent a message. To Eorzeans it showed we can fight. To the Empire it showed we will. Not all in Uda are for war regardless. The monitors were slow to join our cause, but the effects have become real, both the good and the bad. Even Adelaji has now found his mettle. Those gill grubbers paid no heed to the Sultana's words. They crawled to the Empire and sought to secure their own safety, but they have forsaken their treasons, and now swear themselves to the flame by fire reborn. I will have Adelaji continue his talks with Garlemald. The Imperial Vanguard was God sent in disguise. It showed we are weak. Our fires do not yet burn full. I mean to buy the time we need, and Adelaji's tongue will be the coin. How is your history, Opus? Do you know of the Eorzean Alliance? The alliance was forged 10 years past. Abound Oda, Gridania, Limsa, Lominsa, and even Ishgard as one. The Empire took Alamigo not long after. When they made to stay, Ishgard no longer felt threatened. It was then they disbanded from the alliance. With that, all hope of creating a unified army was lost. But the dangers have returned, and so the unified army must be made. Only then can forces be sent where needed, when needed. This is why I summoned you. Many look up to you. I would make you a bannerman of the Alliance, a symbol to draw more to its cause. I am no fool. I know not every flame can burn as bright as you. Even so, a single flame cannot be drive away this darkness. A fire as that of the hells must be kindled. But all fire starts from a single flame. Be that flame. Incite my men to roaring frenzy, a conflagration to engulf all the Empire. What say you? Will you take the battle as my champion, as Eorzea's champion? Good. Battle is ever near, Opus, and for that give thanks. More fuel for our flames.
has been too long since last we met, Opus. Since that time, you have bested the Wind Primal Garuda and assisted both Master Garland and Archon Louisoix besides. Your deed grows so numerous I scarce know where to begin. And Swetna has informed me it was you who defeated the Empire's vile new machine during our recent attempt to raise the Ailment Hedge. Allow me to thank you on behalf of all Gridania for your exemplary service. Despite your gallant efforts, the base minions of Garlemald continue to race the forest and set fire to the trees. The shrieks and moans of the elementals haunt me day and night. Heavy with anger and grief, long days have I sent whispering to the Great Ones in an effort to calm them. I have been part of the truth of what transpires, and in their benevolence they have forgiven us much of the Green Wraith. So too have they consented to return to us those forest-borns who were spirited away. In spite of these gains, however, it is with a heavy heart I must belay the raising of the Ailment Hedge. The elementals have forgotten a great deal. It remains to be seen whether they shall forgive us for this most recent calamity. Even should they do so, their anger will only return should we continue to wage this war in the wood. Yet what recourse is left to us when Garleans proud the forest even as we speak? To make matters worse, if those are fortunate enough to escape the Ailment Hedge tragedy with their lives, many suffer so greatly that they have lost the will to fight. What is more, those who report to us from throughout the realm tell that Limsa Lominsa and Uda too now bend beneath the crushing advance of the Empire. If things continue in this fashion, the one called Vendarnus will see his meteor ambitions fulfilled, and then what little remains of Eorzea will fall under the deathly dominion of Garlemald. Never has the need been greater for the three nations to unite. The Eorzean alliance must be remade. So it was 10 years past when the alliance brought us together. Indeed, in the beginning, even Ishgard allied itself to the common cause. Sadly, the sea disbanded from our union shortly thereafter, and with that, our cause lost the greatest military strength in the realm. Yet the remaining three nations persevered, and a great bond was forged by sharing in our strengths. All is and ever was in the name of freedom, and it is not the place of the Empire to impose upon the freedom of our nations, nor of our people. To protect these freedoms we so treasure, we must now cast aside our petty differences and ally our strength to one another once more. In the fight for your own freedom, I ask only that you consider that of others as well. More than any, it is you, adventurers, who understand what true freedom is. Please, Phobos, fight by our side. I'm eternally grateful. Together, Phobos, let us usher in an age of true unity across the realm.
I confess my surprise, Phobos. I was not aware that you were a personal friend of Master Garland's. That said, When you mentioned he was to meet with an adventurer, it was to you that my thoughts first turned. You who stood by me at the signing of the Garelian Accord. By the by, how are you finding our Limsa Lominsa? Our fleet makes for an impressive sight, does it not? Indeed it is. I pray the city leaves you wanting for nothing. It would be most unfortunate if you were to leave us. Tell me, Vobus, do you recall the signing of the Galadian Accord? Aye, well, the craven turncloak who went over to the Empire was none other than the captain of the Hollow Barons. Yet all is not lost. I spy a way for this squall, a course that will guide us to a new morrow. But to the events of that day, I would have you know that I harbor no illusions as to the honor of the pirates, nor the solidarity of my fleet. My anger, such as it is, concerned how one fool could play short-term games over the long-term good of all. I will not soon forget how you risked your life for mine. As Admiral of the Fleets, I thank you, and offer my humble apologies that the need should ever have arisen. I cannot fault the Cur's timing. If the report of Master Garland and yourself are to be believed, the Garleans are close to accomplishing whatever it is they mean to accomplish with these meteor doings of theirs. Against which we have what to show for our efforts exactly. A failed treaty and a shipbuilding initiative that might charitably be called laggardly. There are no options left to us. We must heed the advances of Gridania and lend our strength to the revival of the Eorzean Alliance. With the strength of the realm joined to us, the war galleys of Limsa Lominsa will see the Empire sent to the bottom of the abyss. It was the Eorzean Alliance that brought together the nation-states of Limsa Lominsa, Gridania, and Ulta only 10 years past. In its beginnings, it bound even Ishgard to the common cause. The mountain nation withdrew from the Union, but a short while after its formation, taking their land forces with them. Thence the Eorzean Alliance quickly became an alliance in name alone. With the coming of your adventurers, however, Eorzea is once more on the verge of uniting the standing armies of the three nations around a single and shared purpose. The way will not be easy. The course fate has plotted for us is fraught with treacherous undercurrents and raging storms, most of Garlean making. You, I remember. Tell me, do you think it's fate that brings you here? Some threads woven by your weaver whore? Or is it no more than the meddling of Master Garland? It matters not. Go, take what you have scourged like a rat and run to him. He is the only hope left you. Do not think this a mercy. Garleald will annihilate the primals and claim dominion over all Eorzea. It is inevitable as your futile resistance. All you can hope to do is decide the manner of this realm's demise. This is the mercy I offer. A choice, an end by the Red Moon or an end by Garlean might. I will not deny that the primals have proven a great nuisance. They have delayed our advance. It was to break the stalemate between us that Neil Vendarna sought to bring down Dalamund. The impact of the Red Moon would destroy the primals in an instant. Little wonder that his radiance embraced the scheme. But Dalamund is no mere rock, despite what Vendarnas will have us believe. It is a great red sin exiled to the skies by ancient Allag. There it has long festered, becoming something far more vile than we ever supposed. I see proof of this in Vendarnas. His manner is altered. He is anxious, uneasy. He deceives his radiance. Of those in your realm, only the sons of Midas and Garland sees the Red Moon for what it is. His radiance will reach the same conclusion in time. Yet by then it will be too late. The shadow of Dalamund will already be dark upon these lands. Oppose Vendarnas and Meteor, if you wish. It is the only hope you have of sparing Eorzea from complete obliteration.
On behalf of Gridania, I offer you my humble and heartfelt thanks for answering this summons. All here present now know the Empire's Meteor project to be the scourge spoken of in prophecy that will usher in the 7th Umbral era. None among us can weather the coming storm alone. The alliance of old must be remade. United, we stand. Divided, we fall. It is the way of blossom that in time it must wilt, yet so long as root and branch remain, such petals shall spread in radiance again. So too shall the Eorzean alliance flower once more. Mayhaps it is the fate of some or all to fall, as do the flowers in winter's chill. But if this is to be our end, then let us make it such an end as would honor our beginnings.
What is all this talk of endings? I don't remember agreeing to attend to a funeral. I came to see the birth of a 3-nation army. This last lacks the spine I hoped she'd have. I came to find a way for me and mine to fight, not to die. The Admiral speaks the truth. She has a way with words. Would that she would bottle them. She would like pay for her own war. Command the grand vessel that is Nimsa Lominsa, and I will give not one ilm to that which bars her way, be it storm, pirate, or otherwise. Whether the fleet be 1 ship or 3, I will stay the course. I speak the same for the south. All know I've never shied from a fight. In victory there is glory to be had, and wealth to be won. But what of you, Pajal? Swear you on those horns of yours you will not wilt in the heat of battle?
I will not. I realize it is much that I ask, yet I must ask it nonetheless. Will you unite with us?
The courage of Opus has convinced me, aye. Many in Limsa oppose the alliance, but I've done what must be done. The winds in our sails are the winds of change, for better or worse. The deeds of Opus swayed all in the syndicate who opposed. By his bravery, yet the alliance be made. The merchants seek to invest in the future. To that end, they will lend their wealth to the alliance. About time we heard some good news.
Both bless you both. A seed has been planted here, and in the care of our 3 nations it shall surely quicken. I look forward to the day that our efforts bear fruit.
Aha. Let's look to the present instead. I do not act out of charity should the alliance prove more hindrance than help. We will have words again. I would expect nothing less. For now, let us combine our strength and send Dalamud back to its seat in the heavens. It is done. Now. Now we strike back.
The elementals, they rejoice. Divorce has heard us.
I bring urgent news. The scouts at Mordona sent word that a great shaft of light was seen emanating from the midst of the Castrum Novum. They say it's shone towards the heavens. No, the transmitter.
Calm yourselves.
If it has begun, we must do all we can to stop it.
It was for this that we bound ourselves to one another.
Opus.
We must act. We must act now.
But the thrashing of mere beasts could interrupt Delamoon's descent. By your hand, the lunar transmitter lies shattered, and Delamoon floats aloft, bereft of guidance. It would seem that I've sorely underestimated you, but animals were ever at their most dangerous when cornered. The realm has seen 6 cycles of death and rebirth, yet man refuses to learn from his mistakes. Ever does he find a way to defile the sanctity of creation, and so the cycle must persist. But no more, for I shall halt the turning of this wheel of darkness. He has willed that it be so, and so must it be. Dalamun coming shall cleanse the realm of its foul taint. Only the wicked would refuse his gift of purity. Only the wicked would seek to prevent his return. Your sins shall not go unpunished. 1,000 deaths take you and yours. Ah, yes, the song of life resounds. Its joyous strain herald the coming of a new world, a world free of man's creeping corruption. My master, guiding light of my life, I had faith that thou wouldst not forsake thy royal servant. No more have I need of powers drenched in slaver of beasts. I willingly give unto thee my flesh, that thou mightst return once more. The crimson light shall suffuse you, cleansing the filth of your flesh and bone, aye, and of your very existence. When that time comes, you shall know such bliss as your mortal mind can ill comprehend. But the time for talk is past. Now do I make my ascend the realm on high, there to meet with Dalamun. In the name of Haldarnus, I shall bring the wisdom of ancient Alec to bear and make ready a feast in honor of the divine. Bear witness as the curtains rise upon new creation. And you, foolish adventurer, you will die. benevolent moon of purification, that thou shouldst choose me, thy humble servant, as the beacon to guide thy coming. Mine entire being shivers with boundless bliss. The hour of cleansing is at hand. Make complete thy descent and purge this land of its taint.
What in the world was that explosion? What in the hell is that floating massive land? Being blind, unless I lost my wits, is itself same as the same one seen in Castron Open. Take word back to this great honor without delay. I shall remain here to weep watch.
I don't know what path brought you here. Nor do I know what will be going through your mind when you face Vandarnus. But this much is plain. You fight for a far nobler cause than I. I, said Garland, the craven who fled Eorzea after helping to annihilate the people of Voyric Citadel. This airship may well carry you to your death. Knowing this, do you still wish to abort it? I'm aware that many and more have pinned all their hopes on you, but it's your life and your choice. I had a feeling that'd be your answer, Opus. I need to make some final adjustments aboard the ship before we depart. Well, I see to them. I suggest you assemble your force. Opus. Something else, man. How long do you mean to stand there gawping at me like a bloody halfwit? If you don't fancy waking up on some floating isle, I have no idea how you got there. I said you stop daydreaming and bugger off. Well, what say you? Will you make the voyage with me, knowing it will be your last? Can't do it. I'm afraid to die. This is for the best. Listen well. We never spoke here. I left without waiting for you to arrive. We're clear on that story? This battle is between me and the White Raven. There's no need for others to risk their lives. Farewell, my friend. It's been a pleasure.
Oh, Lois, the White Raven awaits us on high. It's time to knock down that bastard off his perch once and for all.
There it is. Did you finish this, Phobos?
Ha! That's the spirit.
Behold, these creatures have come to offer thee tribute. Hark not to their honeyed words, fawning nays, for I, thy most royal servant, shall give thee all that thou cravest. It was I who raised for thee this stout sanctuary, using the wisdom of the ancient Alec and the offering of mine own frail flesh. O guiding light, doubt not my devotion, nor my testimony. Thy servants exists only to serve and honor thee. Naught would give us greater joy than to bathe in thy cleansing crimson light. To know such bliss we will gladly die a thousand deaths, a thousand. The presence of these wretched creatures proves the truth of my words. Of their own free will, they have come to offer thee a tribute of their lifeblood. And I, first among thy servants, shall be honored to attend to their sacrifice. I shall rend their bodies asunder and adorn thy sanctuary with their flesh and bones. Come, beasts, rejoice! Or by your death shall your lives find purpose and bring glory to our fallen Lord and Master. That I should be bested by mere beasts. Preposterous. Oh, how I grieve for this world beset by fools. And that the worst of them should hail from my own land. Sven Balthazar, the Emperor, his beloved subjects, fools, one and all. Blindly the struggle to exterminate the primals in the name of conquest, yet what worth is there in a realm bereft of Crystal's light? What has become of Garlean pride that we must scavenge the leavings of false gods?
This land is fit for but one thing, purification. And for that would I gladly offer up both body and soul. O mighty Dalamud, red moon of destruction, grant unto me thy power that I might carry out thy will. Yes, yes. Power course through my being. I'm... Receive of me the gift of purity.
Oh, are you coming with what? It's coming for the hero to attend the victory ceremony.
No words can express my pride. I think of top replacing my ranks with such a soldier. Turn around, Lopus, and look upon your achievements. All that greets the eye. You plucked from the very jaws of death.
Yeah, Vulpus, it does my spirit well to see you again, and none the worse for your encounter with Nails Mundanus. When you accompanied Master Garland to the floating isle, you could not have known what awaited you there, nor whether you would ever return. Yet thither you went to spare Orsia her doom. Your triumph should rightly have marked the end of this tale. Alas, the fates are not so kind. It grieves me to say the words. The red moon of Aleg continues its descent. Following Nail Vandarnus' defeat, we of the Circle of Knowing maintained our vigil over Dalamund. It took us but a little time to deduce that all was not as it should be, rather longer to confirm our findings beyond doubt. The blow that felled the White Raven come too late, or is there another force that works to bring down Galamund? Whatever the answer may be, one thing is plain: the threat of the Seventh Umbral Era looms high. Lopus, no man living could doubt your worth. Eorzea has peered over the precipice countless times, yet ever were you there to draw her back from the brink. Now you must need to do so again. Heed me well, for I would entrust you with one final mission. Or have you become the beacon to summon forth the 12, the guardian deities of Eorzea? Nalfaga, the matron, Alex, the keeper, Baragod, the builder, Ralgar, the destroyer. Azema, the warden, Nathal, the traders, Halon, the fury, Benfila, the lover, Oskon, the wanderer, Lane, the navigator, Anemia, the spinner, and Thalia, the scholar. Patron deity is my own Charlene. Faith in the 12 is strong in this land. By channeling that faith through prayer, we should be able to call upon their aid. Alas, we cannot simply pray wheresoever we please. We must needs present ourselves before the gods at the place where they lie in slumber. Perhaps you are aware the divine symbols have manifested across the land in recent days. Well, it was by my own hand that they did so. Graven upon ancient stone, these symbols are temporal representations of the 12. It is before these stones that we must entreat their succor via a ritual. Or have you embark on a pilgrimage to each of the locations and give fervent prayer a prayer for Eorzea's salvation? In so doing, the gods shall awaken to lend us their aid. Will you do this thing, Vopus? The light of hope shines brilliantly within you, Vopus. No matter how deep their slumber, the gods will surely stir the presence of such light. If you lend me your map, I shall mark thereupon the places whither you must go. The pilgrimage will take you to the furthest reaches of the land. Steel yourself for a grueling journey, and pray exercise the utmost caution.
Ah, this isn't young Vopus. Hello? You're going on the pilgrimage, aren't you? Luswa told us all about it. For the love of Thalia, keep your voice down. I'm so glad you decided to save the world again. It's a real weight off of my mind, I can tell you. You have my thanks also. Truth be told, I feared you would be reluctant to help. Summoning deities requires an ungodly amount of ether, after all. And having benefices, sustaining every single deity's warrior's form costs the lands dearly, as have you seen yourself. And here we are, seeking to summon no fewer than 12 of them. Generally, even a tiny portion of a deity's strength will tax you greatly. Fortunately, no more than that should be needed to stay the Red Moon's advance. At the very least, it should be sufficient to nullify Delmon's power and ensures Eorzea's preservation. For an added blessing, the process should see some ether return to the land, ether that Delmon absorbed from the primals. There is yet a future for Eorzea. I, for one, believe this to be true. You are of a mind with me, I trust. But without further ado, let us set to work. May the 12 keep you. So long, Vopus. Be safe. I almost forgot to mention. When you were off summoning the 12, don't forget to visit all 13 places, alright? Yeah, I was a bit puzzled about that myself, but then I realized Nuthal has two aspects. So anyways, you heard it from me first.
These eyes will not be fooled. Something weighs heavily on your mind. If I were to hazard a guess, the prospect of entreating the succor of the self-same beings you once slew seems less than attractive. I'll not deny it's ironic. As you well know, Ether is the source of all life. Bereft of his blessing, Eorzea will be naught but a dried-up husk of a realm. Whatever name they are called, the gods drink of the land's ether for their sustenance. The 12s are no different. Limiting them will be tantamount to bleeding the life out of the land, yet without their aid, Eorzea is most assuredly doomed. The Alamoon will fall, and the land will die. Even should ether still flow, life may never again blossom here. We cannot allow that to come to pass. Even as we move to stay Dalamoon's descent, ever must we be mindful of the toll our actions take on Eorzea's longevity. We spare the present at a cost to the future. It will be no easy thing, this balancing act. Yet we must see it through to the bitter end, no matter the hardship. Take heart, my friend, for all will be well. Victory will surely smile upon us. Whence come my confidence, you ask? It comes from you, Lopez. Yours is the fire of hope that will light our darkest hour.
I received word that the Charlatanes have resumed their meddling. And who should I find here but you, my old friend from the Maelstrom? Were I one to believe in such folly, I would say that our fates are intertwined. But allow me to congratulate you on bringing down the White Raven. When word reached me, I struggled to stifle a cheer. What now, pray tell? Neovendarnos was a god to his minions. In their blind faith, the fools have convinced themselves that the man yet lives. Bent on fighting their beloved legate, soldiers of the Seventh have entrenched themselves at the heart of Eorzea. I've gone so far as to send false intelligence to Garlemald, declaring Meteor a success and Vendarna's a hero. Suffice it to say, your leader shall not long suffer the Legion's presence. A clash between the Eorzean Alliance and Seventh is inevitable. Yet know that even as they struggle, the Red Moon of Alec shall come and lay this land to waste. And the White Raven shall realize his twisted ambition from beyond the grave. I've asked you to prevent that from happening, old friend, so be sure to fight with all your strength and leave me something worth conquering. I shall enjoy watching the drama unfold from a vantage point on high. When all is said and done, Garlemald's mighty standard shall rise in every corner of the realm. Live, adventurer, and we may well meet again. I take my leave.
Greetings, Phobos. Are you relishing the part of the pilgrim? The stench of ceruleum hangs upon your garments. Unless I'm mistaken, you have recently crossed paths with the Empire. Guy Sven Belzar of the 14th Imperial Legion, I have thought the man long withdrawn to Alamigo. The Black Wolf has cooperated with us in the past, so determined was he to thwart the White Raven, but for him, to divulge the 7th position is unexpected. The heart of Eorzea. This could only refer to Mordona, the place of convergence for ether. By our reckoning, Dalamon will fall in the region's southeast. Hence, it is there that we must channel the power of the 12. Ruswa himself said as much. Anticipating our plan, Vendarnus would have positioned his forces at the self-same location. The pieces certainly fit. And then there are Belzar's parting words. It is plain that he still hopes to deliver Eorzea into the hands of the Emperor. He is, and has ever been, a sworn enemy of the realm. Ordinarily, I would no more trust the Black Wolf than I would his namesake, yet he is the lesser of two evils, given what the Red Moon would make of the Emperor's prize, namely, Ash. We have no reason to dismiss his testimony. Very well, I shall relate the details of your exchange to the Alliance leadership. As for you, stay the course, and do what must be done. Awaken the 12, let all of Eorzea's bask in their radiance. The light of hope wax ever more bright. I feel it. There can be no doubt the gods are stirring. Your presence is a boon to the realm, Vobis. Thanks to you, we may yet prevail. All that remains now is for those who abide in Eorzea to join us as one in prayer. In doing so, the gods will surely descend. Master, forgive me my impertinence, but the 7th Legion yet stands betwixt us and our objective. Gods forgive and forget that detail, Riange. Aye, we must needs secure suitable ground for the summoning. It would mean throwing the entire might of the Alliance against the Empire. Vobis, hereafter I make ready to receive Dalamund, during which time Thancred and the others shall go forth to marshal the will of those all who abide in this land. With the grace of the 12, let us deliver Eorzea from her doom, and usher in a new era of peace and prosperity. Dire though they seem upon first hearing, the words of Messiah Thousand Eyes are, in sooth, a promise of salvation. Yet whence that salvation would come, no man could say. Only now, as the shadow of Dalamund loometh large, doth the truth wax plain to sight. The valiant blades of which the 7th verse spoke betoken none other than thee and thy fellow adventurers. Though heaven spew crimson flame and hell seep black dooms, by thy hand shall Eorzea look upon a new dawn. Riange speaks true. Like him, I harbor no fear for the preservation of Eorzea. Presence alone serves as ample reassurance. Ever have you blazed the path, a guiding light for men to follow. Where men go as one, there is life, and where there is life, there is cause to hope. If I can but see you to a new future, I should want for nothing more. Opus, as my brother and I prepare for the hour of reckoning, I would have you slay the monstrosity that has spawned amidst the chaos. Having done so, take your place at the summoning ground, the southeastern expanse of Mordona, and prepare to repel the 7th Imperial Legion. Go well, Opus. The blessing of the 12 be upon you.